But I have been asked to make it clear, gentlemen, by your executive organising committee, gentlemen, that owning a blow-up inflatable dolly doesn't actually count as a relationship. We live in difficult, except in your case, sir, we live in difficult times. Rang me up about 10 days ago and said, Terry, what's the minimum number of people that you require before agreeing to speak in public? And I said, well, David, 2. But don't worry, I'll always be one of them. Before I go any further, I'm going to say something now to which the gentlemen, just like a quick word, the gents to one side if I may. I'm going to say something now to which I recommend you all nod vigorously in agreement. The wise ones amongst you might want to call out hear, hear. The truly intelligent, both of you, might just want a little round of applause. Are you ready, guys? Ladies, you all look splendid. Nobody wants to spend the next 3 months at the North Pole, do they? The hair, the makeup, the outfits. You're adding real sparkle to a dull January night. So easy. I'm slightly over the maximum age. You probably can't see it at the back there, but I'm going slightly grey. I noticed it when I was shaving this morning. I got one or two lines on the old face. I said to my dear wife, I said, these, darling, are laughter lines. And she said, Terry, nothing, but absolutely nothing, is that bloody funny. But my favourite story from those days concerns the gardener, Charlie Dimmock, BBC Gardeners' World presenter, who came to see us one day, and she told me the story about how she was delighted and honoured to have a rose named after her. That was right up until she read the cultivation instructions, which apparently read, not good in a bed, but perfect up against a wall. I said, well, describe him to me, David. And David said, well, you've heard of your Italian stallion? I said, oh, yes. I heard about it. He said, well, this is more your Italian galleon. But Gal Farm Stadium, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Have you got any advice? Well, we've been married for 38 years, and she's always got some advice. And ladies, I think this is your opportunity to start nodding, as I asked the gentleman to do. I said, what's your advice? Just jot this down. She said, well, remember 2 key things about the difference between men and women. I said, what are they? This is for my speech. She said, well, remember, women have to work twice as hard as men to be thought half as good. Okay. Luckily, she said, Terry, this isn't very difficult. I said, what's the other? She said, well, remember that God gave men both a penis and a brain, but only enough blood supply to run one of them. And we all know it's true, don't we?